Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Yes, we're still in. We're still breathing. I can see everyone coming through. OMG. What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? How is it going? Here it's very cold. The rains are raining. And yeah, we're in. Greetings, 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 greetings. Funerals all over the place. Oh my God, what's happening? What is happening? Where are funerals everywhere? What's happening on YouTube? And I'm not even sure if my internet is interneting because of the rains, too much rains, and I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me. So if you can hear me loud and clear, kindly let me know. Kindly let me know. Okay. Oh, oosh, 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 oosh. Seems like I need my whole water. Loud and clear. All right. Talba Vanilla is in the house. Let me pick my cup of hot water. Then I'll be back before you know it, okay? Oh my God. I'm stuck. Just a second. I'm coming back before you know it. Oh my God. Where this? Is enough. So apparently, it's bad manners to leave people alone over here, and then I go to the kitchen to make some hot water. So, guys, I've been doing some hot water. Actually, I didn't want to come through this live. I feel like I'm still recollecting myself over everything, but again, I just felt like I should come through and maybe leave a message, uh, pass a message of condolences to all of you who have been going through a lot on the streets. I know um, concerning this Mayani's issue. It's not good just to keep quiet just because I had my own issues, People have issues, isn't it? Yes, I know. People have issues. Just because you have your own, it doesn't mean that you're the only person going through something. Sometimes when you're going through your own stuff, you have to check around and also see what others are going through, you know? Yeah, so I just decided to come through and leave a message to all of you that have been going through a lot. Turbo Vanilla is in the house. How are you doing? Asante sana for coming through. I really appreciate your love and support big time. Asking me how am I? I'm doing better than yesterday. Thank you. Zims is also in the house. Thank you so much, Zims, for coming through. I really appreciate your love. Eva Mila is also in the house. Asante sana. Turbo Vanilli says, been praying for you. Oh, thank you so much, because honestly, that's what I needed more than anything else. Asante sana. Luis Andrew says, hey, Carol, sending you huggies. Thank you so much for the hugs. Asante sana. I really appreciate you. The love, OMG. Turbo Vanilli sending me love emojis of all colors. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Ransford Fitty, my sincere condolences to you in the loss of your sister. Thank you so much. I'm trying to catch up with the reality right now, and it looks like sometimes the reality is more hurting than, like catching up with the reality afterwards. It's more even hurting more than during the process of everything. I don't know if you are really understanding what I'm saying. Like the moment you get the news, there's that shock, yes, and then everything starts going on and on and on, and after everything has been said and done, now the reality starts hitting in of, oh my god, I'll never see this person again. That reality hits. It hits. Oh my god, I know I'm not the only person that has gone through this. Anyway, I know most of us have lost our loved ones, and yeah, if if you've gone through this, honestly, I send you my hugs. It's not easy, right? Thank you so much. And nice you're back, as Zim says. Thank you so much, Zim. Yes, I'm back. This camera, hey, I don't even know how to navigate this thing again, I really don't know. I'm just doing, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't know if I've turned myself into that confused South African guy. My condolences, Eva Miller says, Carol, for the loss of your sister. May God give you the strength that you need, as well as Mayani gone too soon. Yeah, thank you so much, Eva. I really appreciate you. Rehema Kibwana says, how are you, my dear? Hope everything went well. Yes, thank you so much. Everything went well. Unfortunately, in my village, we don't have YouTubers. We don't have YouTubers. So I never caught up with anything because I was not in any mode to draw a camera or even use my phone to take anything, because there's no YouTuber in my village. And so I would have been looking like an odd one out, taking all the cameras and stuff. But again, we had hired this professional camera guys and the videographers. So yeah, they took all the videos and the pictures for us, but again, they haven't released them to us because they're still editing and putting things together. So maybe probably next week they might release the videos and the pictures so that we can see, because even the things I said and did, I can't remember. I can't remember anything. I have to watch myself to know what I said, you know. Unfortunately, I think being around these YouTubers also helps people to be aware and, updated. In my side, I was like, I forgot everything about YouTube. I had to switch off, like switch off completely and get offline completely. But again, yeah. That's how sometimes it happens, Yeah. Yeah, I can see Mosabi in the house. Thank you so much, Mosabi, for joining in. I appreciate you. Alice Osano in the house. How are you doing? Alice Osano, thank you so much for coming through. Leroy White, asante sana for coming through. Cecilia Roll. Yes, Cecilia Roll is in the house. Dr. Tando Wagwan. Thank you so much for your greetings. I really appreciate. Nubian Dahlia, good to see you back, but you look tired. Do hope everything is well again. My sincere condolences to you and your family, keeping you in prayer on this side of the pond. Asante sana. Yes, I look tired. I really look very tired. I came back from home yesterday. And when I came back from home, I slept the whole day and the whole night. And I was like, what's this sleeping? Yeah, I think I've been very tired. Yeah, thank you so much for the good messages, condolences message and everything. Dulwich Village is grieving with you, Carol. Oh, thank you so much, Loud Darlington. I really appreciate. Asante sana. Yeah, asante sana. Yeah. Yeah, Zim says she understands 100%. Both parents gone and dearest sister passed same illness, your sister. No way. That's so hurting. Oh my God. Now. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Zims. I can feel your pain, but not fully, because I haven't lost a parent myself. And I can't imagine even that happening, because I will tear myself into pieces. Yo, it really hurts, Yeah, Lucy in the house. How are you doing, my sister from another mother? Asante sana for joining. Josephine is also in the house. Pole sana, thank you so much. Lisa KUS, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the condolences messages. Namzi in the house. Namzi, how are you doing? Chela, I can see over there. I have even forgotten how to do these videos. I don't know if it's forgetting or just switching off and trying to switch on and it's not working. Chela, happy you are back. My sincere, condolences to you. Asante sana, Chela. I don't know. Maybe it's just me who is not catching up with this live stream thing, because switching off from something and start to switching on, it requires a lot of effort. But again, yeah, so guys, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining in. I had gone to prepare some hot water because I have some chamomile tea that I really usually take when I'm feeling so down. So excuse me for just a second. That is an African second to go and pick my tea, chamomile tea. All right. Okay. Hii asali naye imeanza kuwa ile nzito. Asali Asali inakuwa mzito sana. Sasa ikishakuwa mzito hivyo sipendi. Napenda ile yenye iko light. I don't think so. Yeah. So hi guys, how are you doing? How is everything and everyone? I hope everyone is feeling better today. I know the whole street has been mourning the loss of a young man full of life, with the big future, big dream, big goals in life. Unfortunately, I know. Amazing. I feel better. Yeah, Granny Tompi, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your messages. Jackie Cameron in the house. Vimwelu, Victor Tomno. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Goliath did what? We are with you, Goliath neighbor. How is Goliath Bungalow? Welcome to Maros Villa. Victor Tomno. Okay, Vimwelu, my sister from another mother, ndani ya nyumba. Asante sana kwa messages zenu. Nilifurahi sana. I felt so happy, guys, receiving those good messages, condoling messages and everything. I don't take that for granted. But again, I'm not here for that. My thing happened and it happened the way it happened. I'm sure I told all of you the story, and I talked about breast cancer, or maybe this other cancer awareness, especially in breast cancer, awareness and the stuff about going to be screened and all those stuff. Yeah, I remember we talked about that stuff a lot. And it happened that cancer decided to win. Unfortunately, it won. Unfortunately, it won. Yo, I hate when I'm defeated. I hate it. But again, cancer took our own beautiful girl, and that was it. I want to take this opportunity right now, just in a minute, to thank all of you who came through for me, especially those who reached out, those who even came with me in my home during the burial day. Let me take this opportunity to thank so much. I'm so humbled. Malika Kenya. Malika Kenya, asante sana. Yeah, Malika Kenya and the sisters and some of the good friends from Bungoma, they came through with messages, very good messages, and we had some good time. I did not feel lonely during this time. Asante sana, Malika. May God bless you abundantly. I will never take this for granted, even in a bit. Never, never, never. I know that, we've been friends, and I know even when you lost your mother-in-law, I was also in your home and stuff, but let this friendship, stay. I want to thank you also, JT, in person. JT, my boy. JT called every day. Caro, have you waken up? How are you feeling? Hey, Caro is okay. Caro, all will be okay. I'm like, hey, JT, hey, I didn't know that we had this big heart like this. Hey, okay. Oh, I'm learning something. When I grow up, I would like to be like you. Many of you who came through, in so many ways, messages, everything. Asanteni sana. May God bless you. Feel everything that, came from you, your love, big heart, everything. Oh my God, guys, you are amazing. You know what? You are amazing. So amazing. I appreciate you today and forever, Thank you so much. So today, we were at Mayani's, and yes, Breman, I see in the house. Thank you so much for joining in. I can see Edutainment for us also in the house, Onela in the house, Miss P Talks also in the house. Asanteni sana for joining us this beautiful evening. So I know most of you. Tirhela Shivuri, I also see in the house. Who is this person? Rehema Kibwana, are you in the house? Thank you so much for your love, big time. Yeah, um, people reached out like, hey, guys, your life is just something. Okay. So, yeah, our own we buried on Saturday. I know it's something that we've been talking about. I posted the videos, I posted some shorts also. I showed a little bit of what I could show, but again, I wasn't very good at it. But again, it was what it was. Okay. Yeah, Fekere, I see you in the house. Thank you so much for joining. So, uh, there's this Mayani story that we started with. As far as I remember, Mayani died on 17th. And I remember doing that video immediately that night when he was stabbed and bled to death. And he was taken to the hospital. So I remember on 17th, I did that video, not knowing that on 18th, the following morning, I was also losing my own. I was broken in pieces. I was broken. Mayani's news broke me. If you remember that video that we did that evening, that 17th evening, I went to bed broken, you know, and I was asking you guys like, why is this happening? And oh, we were mourning, all of us here, and we couldn't even know what to do because people are running up and down. The mortuary doors were closed, and people wanted to see his body. And Masubo was the one who was, showing us all that stuff, who had broken the news to us, and we were like, why would this young man, you know, go like this when the wife was expecting? He hasn't even seen his first child, and all these questions running in our heads and stuff. I was broken, guys. I was like, hey, I don't know even how to explain that. I was so broken. I couldn't imagine. Hmm? I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine this boy, how this girl is going to get this baby and what she will tell the baby. And I was looking at so many things during that night, a video. I'm trying to even remember what I said. Maybe I'll go back and watch myself because the following morning, I had my news. Very early in the morning, I wake up and my elder sister, who was at the hospital with my other sister, she calls me and tells me, Carol, our sister's cutting off. And I'm like, what do you mean cutting off? She's breathing and cutting off. So I'm like, wait a minute. I've just received Mayani's news this evening and I did not even sleep well because of it. What are you trying to tell me? She's like, this girl is going. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm rushing. I want to take a shower. I want to start running. And then I remember, let me call back. And I call back and she's dead. And I'm like, why are things happening like this? And even before I could understand what's going on, I hear on this other side that also Masubo has lost his father. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is just too much, This is just too much. This is just too much. Hey, I had to shut up, like shut off. I'm like, no. I wish I could be listening to all these things from somewhere else, but at least not from YouTube. From my side, my sister was doing so well. When we took her to the hospital, she woke up, she removed her tubes, and she was eating well and drinking and taking porridge and everything. So in my mind, I knew my sister was doing well. I didn't know that sometimes when someone is almost close to dying, they become well, and then they in my language we say they lie to you. Like, I don't know, in Swahili they say alinidanganya. Yeah, like Lucy could understand that language, like in Luya, how we say mbono lindanganya. That was my cry. Why did you lie to me that you are getting well and then the following day you die? You wake up, you remove the tubes, you said your last words, You call for porridge, you call for another cup of porridge again, you eat food, you call for tea in the evening. People are feeding you, feeling better, and you're clapping and you're happy, and then the next day you're gone. Like, I don't know, guys, if you guys have gone through that thing. It was very confusing. So I'm sitting here thinking of, oh my God, Mayani, and whew, I'm swept off at the riverbank, and I'm like, how will I wake up from this? So immediately after finishing off with our own issue, and I hear Mayani is also being buried, and I'm like, when will this end? And what about Masubo's father? What's going on the other side? I just don't even to think about it. But you see, this is the reality we are living with it, right? Yeah, this is the reality that we are living with it. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank you so much also for the people who came through at Mayani's place. I know we had the contribution list. It was all over the place. I spoke to Gintu. I spoke to also some of the YouTubers from Nyabohanse who also came through big time for me. Fellow the boy, thank you so much for your love and support and your contribution from my side. I really appreciate you, fellow. Gintu and the rest, the Nyabohanse boys who also, came through for me. I don't take that for granted. Believe me, I don't. But again, I still stand with the project, Mayani's wife. As much as I know that I didn't give my contribution on this, how do you call this? The construction. I didn't give my contribution on the construction. But again, the construction is not over. That house is empty and she needs a lot. She needs a lot. She'll be getting her baby soon and she needs to be supported in so many ways. So I'm still in. I know I'm so weak right now, very weak and down. But again, I know that in my heart, deep down in my heart, I know that we have to stand with that young girl until the day she'll be strong. So for those who've been supporting, asanteni sana for the big support that you've been showing to that family. This is not the end. The young girl, she's more of our daughter. I know it's not easy because we all have issues going on. But again, that small thing that you might think of doing, it will really help her big time. The baby is coming. She'll need some pampers. How do you call them? Diapers. Yeah. She'll need some diapers. She'll need some clothes for the kids. She'll need some utensils in that house. She needs some good beddings for the baby. She needs mosquito nets. She needs furniture. There's a lot that she needs all in that house. So I'm sure that most of us are going to hold her hand through that journey until she becomes strong enough to start hustling for herself. If it will be for the YouTube that she has to be taught how to do YouTube so that she can be earning from it, let's support her. Yeah, I hear that she has a YouTube channel already, right? Yeah, let's support her. Or if she'll decide to do a business, whatever she'll decide to do, let's just support her. But again, asanteni sana for those who came through for that family. So Mayani has left. So Mayani has gone. So hey, I can't even believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. And now, leave alone even that, there's now this family drama. I don't understand. I don't know if it's in our African culture that these things happen sometimes. I've never even understood how sometimes when things like funerals comes up, people start bringing drama and just unnecessary drama. I've never understood that. But that is the society, that is the community. And sometimes they have unsolved issues. And when someone dies like this, they have found a platform to be heard. Like I heard the Mayani's stepmother, talking and expressing herself. It's like she had gotten a platform for her, to to be heard, And she said, "Oh, we are two wives, And I don't know if there's a third one, and if there's a third one, she should do what. For us, we're just two wives. And I was like, wives to who? Wives to who? Hey, our communities. Hey, Lord have mercy. You could see the politicians coming through with a lot of unnecessary noise. Very unnecessary. They found a platform to express themselves, to be heard, and stuff. But again, our politicians are always in every funeral, but then they're supposed to be very brief. Like, also, I remember in my sisters, they were there. The MCA, the administration, they have to come in and, advise people on a few things, to do, and, stuff like that. So I don't know if it's our own culture or it happens somewhere else. I don't know if you guys, I need to learn a few things out here. Yeah, during funerals you see drama. Hey! Now, wow, afya kwa drama. Passage finder. The passage finder says it's always the same Carol. Really? Always some kind of drama which leads to the family fighting and hating each other. What? I don't know. I don't know. Actually, this kind of dramas, they should be leading to people uniting even more than, hating each other or tearing each other, I think for me, I come in a community where, yes, there is drama, but most of these dramas, they're always, solved. The issues are always solved. And by the end of the day, you find that the families, reunite, reconcile, and, it unites the family, because it's like we have found where the problem was, and the elders in the community, they have to sort it out. I think for me, I don't know, I've come from a community where we have very strong elders, very, very strong and very strict elders, who always make sure that they solve family issues. Yes, whether it's land disputes, whether it's family issues between who and who, step sister, step brother, step families, they always find a way to solve issues. I don't know. Because sometimes people ask me, oh, where's the chief? Whoa, where's the chief in my area, or the administration people and all the community chairmen, and they will always find a way to solve. Always find a way to solve issues. And in that way, you can't find a dramatic, family or environment, that people will end up shaming each other, hating each other, fighting. No. you know yeah. Josephine actually says, I lost my mom, dear mom, and then my only brother. I'm still in pain, but God knew better. Thank you. Sorry so much. Sorry, Josephine. I feel your pain. Pole sana. Yeah. Vimelu says the politicians also took the advantage to sell out themselves. Yes, especially this time. This time that now they're doing politics, campaigns are all over the place. But again, it's not good to use those platforms like that, because I remember even in my home, the politician who stood up, he was asking young people, the youth, not to be involved in chaos, political chaos. That was the message that politician passed in my home. He just stood up and he told the youth, all the youth, if politicians come around and give you money to go and bring chaos, you can take the money, but don't go and bring chaos. We don't want chaos in our community. That was the message that I had from my home. Not too much, talking too much. Yeah. Lucy says, I think everyone is usually upset and feels the pain of losing their loved one, so anything small triggers them. Lucy, oh my God. Oh my God. Lucy, that was my feeling. That was my feeling. Every little thing was triggering me. Every little thing. And you know what? That's why I did not stay in my home. So I used to go to my home in the morning, come back to Bungoma in the evening. Because if I overstay over there, something little like this will trigger me. Lucy, you've just gotten me. You've just gotten me. Yeah, I felt that way. And for me to avoid getting myself into those feuds, family feuds, I decided to stay away because I wanted to focus so much on what needed to be done, because I was also part of the financial committee and we were straining so much with the whole funeral budget. And if I see something small and or someone or one of the family member is not participating well, and I know they're supposed to, but they're not doing it, I will feel so triggered. I will feel like, you know, yeah. And those kind of things, they bring fights. I understand you. Yeah. Not always solved. I have family who has not spoken to each other for years, siblings who don't agree with the will. Woo! Where do these people come from? Where do these people come from? Because by the end of the day, you can't make things right. You just have to accept what it is and, move on. At the end of the day, family is everything. I don't know. Where did I even come from? I don't know. Yeah, Miss P Talk says, all over the world, funeral always bring drama about one thing or another. May God help me, because I'll never want to find myself in those. They're very straining, because how will you be mourning the lost person and focusing on the drama at the same time? So which one will hurt you more, the drama or you mourning your loved one? I choose one. I choose to mourn. I choose to mourn. And if I want drama, I'll choose to do the drama and forget about mourning. I'll be like, I'm not in this funeral anymore. So yeah, I can hear people saying that it's not just about African community stuff. It happens everywhere. It's very sad. Sometimes it happens, isn't it? Where? Hey, Zims. Moka Shriki. Rest in peace, my cousin Mayani. Yeah. May his soul rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace. Yeah. I never witnessed an African funeral and was so amazed that those politicians never seem to stop. I thought of the young widow going through that all. Yeah. Actually, it's part of the protocol, the programming of the funeral. The administrations, people have to talk, the church have their part, the family have their part. So everyone has to go through it all. Like, if we're looking at the girl, what she was going through, and she has to follow all that protocol to the end. There's time for family to talk, friends to talk, the government representatives, who are the politicians, to talk, and then the church to talk, and then, Zims, it's not easy. It's not easy, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad that we are all going through these kind of things at the end of the day. And sometimes in some funerals, you'll find that, even after the burial now, people are torn into pieces. Others have been snatching people's pieces of lands. And, some are just staying aside, waiting for the time to come and grab their lands. I was at JT's today, and I listened. I don't know who dropped that comment. It really made big sense to me. When someone said, we can't see Mr. Pastor, the pastor of this SDA pastor, Mr. Pangaman. We haven't seen him going around or even around that funeral. even to give the family his condolences messages. But when it will come to they are in need or they're not in a position to take care of that piece of land, he'll be the first person there to go and snatch that piece of land for a few coins. That is why I said we need to really help this girl or maybe the family not to sell their pieces of lands. In fact, this was some of the, conversations that I was having with Gintu about that. They shouldn't sell their pieces of lands to such, people who are just sitting there waiting for other people to be in problems, who are just sitting there and waiting for vulnerable people to take their lands. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate again, Yeah. Granny says, I'm glad in South Africa we have barrel societies which take care of the financial side and reduces the financial stress. I wish we could have those ones over here. They're called financial societies. What? Burial societies. I wonder how they work. Okay. The champ is here, Job. Thank you so much for your messages. Thank you so much, Colin, for joining. Yeah. Zim says, Granny the deep villages. I wonder if funerals also culture in. I don't know. I don't know also. I don't know. So they're cultural according to one's tribe. I don't know how it happens from those other sides, right? Does anyone know if Mura donated? I know he did not. Breman, I know he did not because I was on that wall where people were contributing. If I go back, I can see JTOT and the rest of, let me find that group. I was asking for Priska Sagati. Priska Sagati did something over here. She gave 250 bricks. Mama Ann's family was there. Clouds Joseph was there. Tenga, Mapopo, Pablo, Magiboke, Fellow the Boy. I am Monica. It's Ernesto, Mogesi, Max One, Baby Qarol. Baby Qarol is the sister to what is this girl's name? I don't know where my head is. Erumbi Brenda. Erumbi Brenda is part of the community. She was in there. Ken Gore. Ken Gore is Marwa's the foot soldier, or one of those Marwa's boys, slave boys. Matinde. I can see a lot of people here. Lucas the Traveler, Mboke Africa, Nasto. Oh, Nasto came through. Wow. I haven't seen Mayugno in here. Sigano, Fadela, Chris the Great, Hello Baby. Oh, Jonte, Howie. Many of them. People came through. There's no name here, Murasenso. Murasenso is not here. Baby Qarol is a sister to Diana Kemi. Yes. Thank you so much, Benjamin Hamilton. Yes. She's a sister to Diana Kemi. But again, I haven't seen Diana Kemi's name. Let me see. I haven't seen Diana Kemi's name. Maybe they will be coming through later. People have come through. People have really come through. Gintu said what? Let me listen to my sister here. Vimwelu says, Gintu said he will protect her onwards, and because of saying that, Mora has a title on her video that Gintu wants to take over Mayani's wife. People should have some boundaries at some point. I don't know how to react on that, Vimwelu, because I saw that on Kohera's video. Yeah, I saw that on Kohera's video. So Gintu shouldn't have done anything about Mayani's death, or even help the family. According to Mora, she thinks that helping the family means that you want to take the wife. And Kohera had this answer for Mora. Kohera said, let me look for Kohera, guys. Kohera said, I mean, what is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong with him taking the wife? That was Kohera's answer. Eh? Kohera was like, so what? Is it a crime? I've been listening to these things. I was like, Lord have mercy. Imagine, I know people are doing videos. This is a sad affair that we're talking about. This is a very sad affair at this point. And just because it's content, I know it's content, but again, coming out to talk maliciously about someone who's going through this kind of pain, someone like Mora, it's like she has never gone through any pain in her life. You know? Very interesting. Mayani is related to Nasto and Maja. Oh, okay. No wonder Nasto came through big time. I've seen Nasto. He came through big time. Yeah. It's so sad that the Ondaris do not care nor attend the funerals in Nyabohanse. Never. I've never seen them in any, apart from, even we remember during their grandfather, when their grandfather died. They did not even attend. They did not contribute. They did not do it. It was Uncle Mo who was asking people for money. To an extent, their mom, their own mom, had to ask what's that lady staying in their home? Joyce's. Their mom had to go and beg and ask Joyce's for money to take care of some financial issues at the funeral. Marwa, D, and all of them, they did not care. They did not care. It is so sad. I've heard Kohera talking to Morara.
Are you okay with your head? I saw you mocking Gintu that it is Gintu who wants to take over Mayani's wife. I think Gintu is more handsome that you are admiring him. Why don't you declare your stand? Mora, I'm talking to you. You are always talking things which are very relevant. Sometimes back I saw you that I'm being paid to attack Maro. How can I be paid to attack my own son? Or you don't speak?
That is Kohera asking Mora this typical question. Why can't you just say that you are the one who is admiring Maro? Instead of coming here to pretend that, Gintu, not Maro, actually, we are talking about Gintu, not Maro. Admiring Gintu, you know? That was so reckless of Mora. How can she say that? Imagine.
That is one way of sending an application to Gintu that you want her also. How can you be jealousy on a very young girl who has lost her husband? Why are you feeling so bad that Gintu is giving a hand? Mora, I'm talking to you. are you jealousy? Why? Why? What is wrong if Gintu will take over? How do you expect that young lady to stay? How do you expect her to live? Nora, I'm talking to you because you are always following me, and you know. Anyway, I don't want it to be emotional on you, but watch your words. Watch your words. That is a bereaved lady who is now so lonely, who can never forget about his newly married youth. A young man who has not seen his firstborn.
Very sad.
And then you are mocking Kintu.
Imagine.
You are mocking Kintu. Remember?
Yeah, some people can be so heartless, you know. Some people can be, you know, they take things too personal, and we have told them again and again and again on these streets, don't be taking these things very personal like this. Where people are crying, even if I'm called the negative or I don't know, negative or positive, when it's time, people are mourning. It's a serious issue. That's a loss. Oh, that's a big loss in the family. That was someone's son. That one was someone's husband. That was someone's father to be. That was someone's brother, someone's cousin. He was someone in the community. The wife is coming up with a baby. Actually, someone was telling me, Qarol, I wish that baby was a boy, you know, but we don't know. Whatever baby will come through, we will welcome her or him. But again, someone has been lost here, and we are making funny compliments. Like, oh, this one is helping, oh, because he wants. So what? So what if he takes? What is it a crime? What will be the problem if he wants to take, if they're in agreement? Why is it an issue with you that you need to sit down and talk about that? Bahama Mama, welcome. Yeah. If you know, in this world, there's always people to help you. They will always be there. They will always be there. Sometimes you can end up even being helped by, you know, foreigners, strangers. They don't need to be necessarily your direct family members. Not really. Yes, Zims has said that the widow doesn't have an ID because she was a minor. So these are the same people that will help her. And remember, we are not talking, this girl is not just a widow. She's also an orphan. The father died the other day. Her dad died just the other day when Mayani had just done a video 2 days before he died. Said, my father-in-law has died. I'm not even sure if the father-in-law was buried or not buried. I don't know. I haven't even gone through that. So imagine someone will sit with the camera and start mocking such a situation. People are busy. The list is too long. I've read all the names over there, guys. People are helping. They want to see this orphan stroke widow starting to have a life despite everything that she's going through. And someone will sit here and start mocking. She's mocking her. She's mocking the people around her. And she's very busy sitting like a big fat pig somewhere. talking about someone who's going through something that even Mora herself can't even manage to get through it. Do you know the kind of pain this girl is going through? Do you know what she's thinking in her head? Do you know how that baby she's carrying is affected in the womb? Mora can be stupid sometimes, honestly. Mora can be stupid. I don't even want to go into all that stupidity. Yeah. Passage finder says that the father was buried yesterday. So you can imagine if the father was buried yesterday and she's burying the husband today, and someone is sitting somewhere, farting on the couch, talking about her, bad mouthing her. People can be demons in this world. People can be demons. People can be demons. Someone is burying the father and coming to bury the husband immediately. This girl has no even, I don't know. I can imagine what I was going through with my sister. This is just a sister, not a husband or a father. You know, I could not eat. I've not been eating for the last 2 weeks. I've not been eating, guys. I've been just shaking and overthinking and overdoing and overworking and I've been all over the place just because of one sister. And this girl, as young as she is, burying the father and burying the husband. Burying the father, burying the husband, and someone is sitting somewhere to badmouth her. Where did the humanity go in this world? Even if now you want to be called, now you are the big Marwas, Marwas this, Marwas that. Do you have to go to that extent, really? Do you need to get to that extent so that we can see that, yes, you are the one fighting for Marwa? Fighting for what exactly?
Remember, the same calamity can befall your family. Nobody is exceptional. Nobody is exceptional here in this world. Even if we differ on the YouTube platform, it does not mean that we have personal hatred. Remember, this is a platform where people make views for earning. But you go too far, whereby one has lost her husband, and you are insulting those people who are trying to help that young lady by building her a house, contributing, and doing all that. Thank you so much for those young men whom I have seen. JT, I have seen you there. Lumumba, I have seen you there. I have seen Masubawan interrogating that lady. Gintu is always on the center line. I have seen who else? Max One, and so forth and so forth. Kindly send my condolences to the bereaved and let YouTube members live in unity.
I could not understand me either. Ellis Quinn says, I thought positive reactor normally protects Marwa. So mocking a widow is protecting Marwa. According to Mora, mocking the widow and mocking all the people who are on the ground to help the widow, mocking them, doing videos and laughing, giving it that doggy laugh that she usually does, that is protecting Marwa. People who have no remorse inhuman. I don't know, those are called the AI robots or what, people that have no feelings completely. I don't know how many corona tabs they took. I don't know how many, the way people are talking about those corona tabs that came to change humans into, aliens. People who have no feelings, no remorse. People like Mora. She's busy protecting Marwa. I don't understand, Yeah. This is also asking the same question. I don't understand some people. How can someone make such comments? She thinks it's funny. To her, it's funny. But she's watching everything and she should be understanding the kind of pain this girl is going through. May God give her strength. May God just give her strength. Because I can't understand how a very young girl will go through this, because I was looking at my sister's kids who are even older than this Mayani's wife. I was looking at a 23, 24-year-old girl that my sister left behind. 24-year-old girl, I was like, how is she going to survive without her mom? As much as, yes, we were telling her, don't worry about anything. We, your aunties, we are here for you. But again, she needs her mommy. She was this little mommy's girl. Just because she was little mommy's girl, she can't be my little girl. She needs that love from her mommy. And she's gone. She's not there. I can never step in any way, fully 100% and become her mother. It can never happen. I will always be her auntie, not mother. That reality hits differently. It hits differently. I'm looking at this 24-year-old girl and I'm like, Lord. Now, we are talking about a 17-year-old girl that has just lost her father and her husband, and she's pregnant. That situation is unbearable. I can't myself, I can't take it. If it was me, I would have been torn in pieces all over the place. I can't eat, I can't drink. I would have been in the hospital bed somewhere, fainted. How this girl is getting the strength to carry on with everything going on right now, maybe it's just God's grace. It's just God's grace, honestly. Hi, Mora, shame on you. Like, seriously, shame on you, sis. Shame on you, big time. We know there's reaction, but we don't take this kind of reaction to that level where you start, fighting, the people who are helping the bereaved people, whether they're positive or negative. Death is death. You don't even, fix your personal hatred stuff into this situation. We know the people that you're protecting, they're not even interested with this family. But again, why will you be attacking the same people? Because right now you are attacking Gintu, who is leading all this help from this girl. It's just like attacking the girl herself. That was so bad. Mora, that was so bad, honestly. Yeah? Hey, I can't. So D Brown is asking, how did he die? I would have brought the video for you, but the video that Gintu did, it was done in Swahili. And he was actually explaining how this young man was stabbed. And the cause of his death was that he overbled. And then also, when he was bleeding, he took time to get to the hospital. So by the time he was getting to the hospital, he was already overbleeding. And reaching there, the mode of payment, he did not have his ID on and everything. So Gintu was running left and right and center, coming back home to pick the ID. Going back to the hospital, he met some of the cousins and they told Gintu, don't worry about the ID. He is no more. The story that Gintu was explaining at the funeral, it was a bit very emotional. Actually, I was listening to Gintu before I came to do this video, and I said, wow, let me do this video, after listening to that whole story. Gintu was explaining in Swahili, and let me see if I can come through it so that
tuna historia tu fupi tu ambao kuleta ngori sana. Then Mayani kidogo akarudi akatuambia ngoja kidogo nijikate kidogo, then tukarikuruti mwingine, lakini bado tulikuwa pamoja kwa wakati huo. So kutoka hapo channel yake ilikuwa inaenda sana.
Yeah, Gintu was explaining his journey.
Tulikuwa na Brian wakati ameshikwa kwenda huko juu.
He's explaining his journey with Mayani, how they started the Three Musketeers story, and then he was not ready for it, and then he came back later, and then Brian is the Mayani. Actually, Mayani, the name Mayani is Brian's father. The dead guy is Brian, right? So he's explaining all those things.
Nilitoka sasa, watu walikutana kwa barabara, wanajua tufanye tusifanye, na mimi ndio nilikuwa naambia kitu hapo, ni kama tutaenda hivi au mimi ndio nimekisha ndio kazi sawa. Hiki hapo hadi kumejua tu historia fupi, mbona tulikuwa tumbo kisu na sija kuja, nilijua hospitali ya Teresini. Nikamuuliza kwani kuna nini, waishi angalia Brian ni nini kimekuwa. Nilitoka sasa, watu walikutana kwa barabara, wanajua tungekutana na ile ingekuwa ingine. Nilikuja kama mlio safari nani kando. Wakati nilifika huko nilikuta akiniambia kitu, nenda ambie mke wangu nimetungwa kisu na sije kuja. Nilijua kwanza the only thing tutafanya.
When Gintu heard that Brian had that accident, he ran very fast, the way he always says safari rally. He just mentioned that safari rally, and then I've remembered how he usually says. He ran very fast, like a safari rally, to go and check on him. When he reached at the hospital, Mayani told Gintu, please go back and tell my wife that I've been stabbed. That is what Gintu was saying. So Gintu talked to him before he died. Gintu came back home to pick his ID from the wife because they needed to make some payments from his insurance card, for him to start the medication. I don't know why that hospital did not deal with the casualty immediately. They had to call for these cards and everything, I don't know, it's just the Kenyan system that is just so corrupt nowadays. It's so funny, someone comes in bleeding and everything. Instead of them starting immediately to work on that person, they are calling, where's the ID, where's the SHA? It's called SHA, the insurance, whatever. And then Gintu is running back home to pick the ID and everything. And he told the wife that your husband has just gotten a small accident. I want the ID. He's in the hospital. And then Gintu is running back to the hospital. And then he meets some relatives and they're like, Mayani is no more. That's how it all happened. So Gintu was explaining actually in Swahili. Mayani had overbled. He had overbled. He had no blood left in him, according to what Gintu was explaining here.
So tuka process maneno ya ambulance kufika mido, nilifuata nyuma, hata nilipata ajali tukienda, tulipata hiyo mvua ilinyesha, iliangusha miti kwa barabara hapo kwa Makara. Ambulance ku overtake lorry.
That story is just a long story. They also had an accident when he called for the ambulance. And then the ambulance came, and then because it was raining, and then they fell down, and then this story, guys, is just too long. It's too long. By the time they went, I don't know where, and then they got, I don't know where, and Mayani was bleeding, and he fainted, and too many stories. That man went through hell. He just went through hell, but at the end of it all, he's normal. Actually, I just came in here today to send my condolences to the family, YouTube family who have been supporting Mayani, his channel, and everyone around him. My deepest condolences. I know you guys, you have lost someone that you really had liked so much, someone that you believed in, someone that was entertaining you, someone that you are looking up to, maybe supporting him in whichever ways. My condolences messages to you guys. I know you guys have lost. You have lost. You have lost. I just had to come in. I didn't want to be so mean with myself and say, oh, even me, I'm going to. No, 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 no. We are all going through something. We are all going through something. And so, yeah, I've just come here to, give my condolences to the whole family, YouTube family, the Nyabuhanse family, to the girl who is left. Just know that we're still standing with her in everything. As much as we cannot do one thing and leave another, but at least for those still guys who are coming through, please continue coming through, for her. She needs your support, I know, big time, because who else? You are also part of their family. So whichever way you reach out, God bless you in advance. All right, God bless you in advance. I wish I could say much, but at the same time, I don't want to be emotional. I don't want to be emotional because it hurts so much losing someone just like that. And I don't want to start thinking about how this girl will be having her kid, holding her child in her hands and looking at the grave and telling the baby, that is your father that just left us a few weeks or months ago. Maybe holding the baby and going to sit on the grave and continue mourning the husband, and mourn and ask God so many questions that cannot be answerable. I'm looking at a situation where that girl needs a lot of encouragement, a lot of counseling, not people sitting down to badmouth her the way Mora is doing. How so-and-so wants her, so-and-so wants. So what? She needs the encouragement. She needs the help. And you have to remember, this girl is a widow, and also her mom is a widow. So the mother is not even strong enough to console her own daughter, because she's also crying. She has just lost her husband who was buried yesterday. The girl is burying her husband today. So who is going to console who? Is the daughter going to be consoling the mother? Is the mother going to be consoling the daughter? They're all mourning their husbands. You can see how it's very hard. It's very hard. I'm looking at a situation that it's very hard to even explain. Very hard to explain. The pain is just too much. And someone, just because she knows how to laugh and sit and talk. We all know how to laugh and sit and talk. But we choose what to laugh about, what to talk about. You don't just, maliciously, rant into people's affairs and take such vulnerable, situations because you just need to do content. No. There's time for content and there is time for other things. There's time for content and other things. We can also choose to do kind of contents. Yes, we can. But again, you're not human enough to do that. I mean, Mora, you can do better. You can do better, Mora. You can do better. There's no need for all these emotions, Yeah. It's so sad, isn't it? Yeah. So I know what it means when a young girl is left behind, because my sister left us a young girl, 24 years old, and she has a very, very beautiful, handsome boy who now calls me grandma. I also honored to be called a grandma, and this girl also needs help. She needs help. So I'm looking at a situation that I can relate with. I'm trying to relate to this situation of this Mayani's girl and this other girl that was left. I'm like stepping in that fire. I'm feeling the heat in my feet, Yeah. So my condolences. What asking Zims, Carol, did your sister gave one daughter? No, she had a daughter and a son. A son who is much older than the daughter. I think the son is around 25, 26, and the daughter is 24. No, the son is 26 and the daughter is 24. So yeah, that's what we are left with. And a 1-year-old grandchild, very beautiful young boy. Yeah. I know how it feels, Anyway, guys, I missed you so much. And I just wanted to let you know that because I've been receiving a lot of messages. Carol, are you okay? Carol, are you okay? If I haven't replied to your messages on my Instagram, I'm so sorry, because I've been offline. I decided to go offline, completely offline. I could not receive, I could see notification coming through, but I could not open the messages to read or reply to them. Yeah, I had to go offline. So I just decided, okay, I came in yesterday, been tired and everything. Today I've been tired and also trying to rest and put myself together after tearing myself in pieces. I had to put myself together. So I'm like, okay, let me come out and talk about this and leave this message here before it's too late. Give these condolences messages to the Mayani's family, both YouTube and at home. That's what brought me here. I didn't have much to talk about, as much as, yes, I know there's a lot going on. I heard that Mura is eating alone in the bedroom. He's not eating with the visitors. He has gone to Nairobi. I have seen him offloading the horses for a client, whatever that means. I've seen Dimwango doing live videos right now on TikTok. And Vimwelu was actually enlightening me on that topic. And I was like, Vimwelu, don't you know? All the girls who get married, or not like get married, actually, those girls who are pimped into this so-called pimped in this so-called European stuff, they usually do live videos on TikTok. So maybe someone told her to go over there to expand her, her territory. She's big time on YouTube doing those videos and everything. We'll be coming to pick her out and see how that TikTok, because all of us will be going to TikTok also to tell her whatever it is that she needs to be told. I've had so many things. I've had so many things going on, but again, our saved, hello, praise Jesus again and again. Amen, amen. People are drinking wine like nobody's business. And they're out here excusing themselves, like, wine is not for tasting those haters. And I'm like, shut up. Let me finish my funeral. I'll come for you. Be drinking wine while holding the baby. And you're telling us, I saw Jesus at night. Jesus came on my bed. Shut up. Snake tattooed saved lady. You people will just finish me one day. I don't have the strength. I don't have the strength to laugh about this thing. I'm going to check the wine. This is a wine what? Wine what? Wine what? Wine. Why did you take the baby with you in the wine refinery, whatever it is? Anyway, guys, asanteni sana for your love and support. I really appreciate you big time. Thank you for the good. Yes. I heard that she bought a piece of land in Argentina to rub off what Maro had prepared for Maisha. I've heard so many things, but again, I'll come back when I have the energy. I'm still putting myself together. So if you don't see me around, just know that I'm okay. I'm sorry for not replying your messages, but I'm fine, okay? I'm trying now to recover. Now, there's one thing I also wanted to ask you people. I don't know if it sounds weird or how it sounds, but kindly let me know before I switch off this live video. So, I don't know if it's a tradition from my community or something, or it's something that is worldwide or is an African thing. That also happened to me when we lost our brother, that usually after the burial of your loved one, not like a loved one, a close relative of yours, a very close relative of yours, after that burial, do the family members get sick in a way? Let me know. Let me know even in the comment section. Why am I asking this? It happened to me last year when we lost our brother, that after burying him, in the following week, everybody, and I mean everybody, got sick. Like seriously sick. Seriously sick. And I remember my mom was calling everyone. How are you? How are you? How are you? He was calling everyone and checking on everyone. And then she told me, everyone is sick. And I said, Mama, why is everyone sick? And she told me, it's because the body of your loved one is starting to decompose. And because you are connected by blood and flesh, that is why you also, when you're still alive, you're being affected. And I never understood what I had. I did not understand that. But again, it happened. So, I've been talking about this thing with other people. And I remember when I took my driver from Bungoma when we were going home during the, and we started talking about that. And that driver, he's not from my home. And he told me, no wonder, even me, when my father died, all of us, we became sick and we did not understand why we became sick. And I told him that for me, I've heard that when the body starts decomposing, the whole family becomes sick. I don't know if people have followed that story. I need to hear from you guys. I'm learning something. I need to hear from you. Have you gone through that? Or maybe it's just the stress of going through the mourning is what makes people sick. But again, why everybody? Okay, let me know. Josephine, nice to have you back. Lucy says, I have not heard about that. Really, Lucy? Can you ask again around and let me know? Lil for Sweet says, depends how they process grief. Immune system under stress of loss. Immune system under the stress of loss. That makes sense. KM says it's interesting. It's very interesting. Believe me, it is very interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah. Granny says, I think it's the stress that reduces your immune system. Okay. The stress can be too much. Yeah, like for me right now, I'm under some very serious stress. I'm going through some very serious stress right now. I know that. But again, I've been told that in 1 week's time, I might. It's not like sick, like there's some sickness that can be diagnosed. No. You just feel like your body is wobbling, like you wake up in the morning and you can't wake up, you can't eat, you can't do anything. You just sleeping and, feeling too lazy and too dumb and just feeling bad. I don't know if you people can understand what I'm saying, because that's what I felt when my brother died. Okay. uh V says, I never heard about it, but blood is thicker than water. Passage finder never heard that before. Really? Okay. You people ask for me. I really want to know. So I was pushing myself to do all the laundry in the home, cleanliness, and everything before that thing starts, because we've been told in the next 4 to 5 days, we'll be all down. And it's only our mom who is always strong, because they said that the blood which is thicker is from our father's side. I don't know. Is it some weird cultural belief or something? But again, why did it happen? And when it happened, I had not heard about it, but I saw it happen. Like everyone was in the bed. And it was only my mom who was awake. And she was like calling everyone. How are you today? How are you today? How are you today? Oh, it is okay. It is okay. It's okay. It's yeah. Oh, don't worry. It's just your it's just your sister or it's just your brother. Yeah. After the decomposing, you guys, all of you will be okay. And even after a week or two, we were all okay. And no one was diagnosed with anything, but we were all down. Just taking paracetamol. And it's just funny. I don't know, guys. You can let me know, okay? Could be family roots problem. Vita Vilema says, could be family roots problem. Family roots problems. Okay. I don't know. Khadija says it's devastating, severe trauma. Okay. Tunaweza pata kuanzia saa ngapi? Could be there can be a possibility blood is thicker than water. Tracy Nyaboke says. Tracy, I'm not saying that there can be there can be a possibility. I'm saying something that really happened, but I had not known what it was until they told me that is what it was. Then I was so shocked, Okay, I don't know. Josephine says, I think it depends on the person. I get really stressed sometimes. Breman says it's called grieving and depression. Okay. Tiggy says, I think it's just the stress plus fatigue that people hold in during a funeral. After the funeral, your body allows itself to break down. I think so. It really makes sense. It really makes a lot of sense, because, like, for me, my sister, I did not mourn her. I did not mourn her. In fact, I felt like yesterday's the day. After the burial on Saturday, I had to stay strong all through until I came back in my home on Monday morning. And that is now the reality started hitting me. And then I started mourning. And then I started crying. And then I never cried because I was so focused on how everything is going to happen. We were writing down the family, whatever, we need to get this, we need to get that, we need to get that. And I was the family coordinator. So I couldn't start crying when I'm coordinating things, I'm coordinating. Have you gotten the casket? Yes. Have you gotten the food? Oh, the tents. Did you guys get the tents? Did you get the security? Because we need some security at home. The police officers, have they been paid? Have they? Oh, who is coming? Who is not coming? Who is coming in? The visitors are coming. Did we have enough hotels for them? Did we have enough accommodate? I'm coordinating all these things, and I don't have time. to cry. I don't have time to mourn. I'm all over the place, jumping up and down and getting emotional, but not because of the death, because of how things are supposed to be planned, coordinating everything. So now I'm coming back home and I'm like, oh, I haven't even gone close to the graveside. So I'm planning to go back next week to the graveside because I never had time. I was coordinating everything. So, thing is, I think that also makes a lot of sense. I agree with you. Yeah. I do agree with you. Yeah. Carol, is the trauma of the loss and it will go away. Keep praying. Okay, thank you so much, V. You have also been through a lot. Bako Pamela, thank you so much. Things like telepathy or premonition can be real, so there's still much out there not understood. Yes, the loss affects us physically. Loss, it's a profound stressor. Intense stress, especially when it downs. We had to keep a stiff upper lip from my mom and grandma. We could break down at home, but not in public. Me too. That is exactly what's happening. I break up in my bedroom. That is where I break up from, but not in public. In public, I'm just sitting there looking at everyone crying. And I'm like, okay, when they finish crying, they need to have something to bite. I'm coordinating the people in the kitchen. Is the tea ready and everything? You know, Lucy, how we usually do our things back in Western Kenya. After the morning, people need to eat. So I'm coordinating everything. I don't have time to stand there and cry. So I'm breaking it right now. Anyway, the everything is just going on. I don't know. So I wanted that answer. Even if you come later on to listen to the video, like I leave your message in the comment section. Yeah. Common's mom says they didn't allow to break. You had to be strong at all times. Sickness wasn't allowed. Right now I'm breaking up. I'm looking at this, my sister's beautiful daughter and the son, and I'm like, why does it have to happen like this? Yeah, Commons mom says, I thought it was an African culture. It looks like it's everywhere, right? Asanteni sana for your love and support once again. Asanteni sana for those who are coming in. For Mayani's wife, the widow, and the orphan at the same time. Asanteni sana for those who are coming through for them. I really appreciate your love and support big time. Don't get tired. Okay, that small thing that you have, one or two, put together, it is something for them. Continue supporting them. May God asanteni sana for those who also came for me. I don't take the love and support that you gave me for granted, even to that extent of some YouTubers coming through to my home. I can't take that for granted. Asanteni sana. Until we meet again on a reaction video, because this one wasn't. Until we meet again, it is bye-bye from me. Prayers. Now, these are real prayers, leave alone the other prayers that you people are always asked to. These are real prayers that we need over here. But again, you just come here, put a smile on your face, and everything is okay, right? Bye-bye. Let's meet, guys. Let's meet on the next live stream. It is bye-bye.